Welcome to my channel, Pretty Inspired Decor. My name is Shelley, and if you want your future to be fantastic in fuchsia, and if you need inspiration, look no further than Marilyn from It's a Cozy Lifestyle with Marilyn and Shuli from My Style, My Colors. These two ladies are guaranteed to knock your socks off, and I hope you love to see what I've done too. No one knows what the future may bring, but let me tell you, when Marilyn from It's a Cozy Lifestyle with Marilyn invited Shuli and I to co-host with her to do something with the color fuchsia, and then she threw in futuristic, I really had to put my thinking cap on and try to have some fun at the same time. So if you have not already done so, I want you to go to Marilyn's channel, and I'll have that linked below. And I also want you to go to Shuli's channel, and I'll have that linked below. And if you have not already done so, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, give me a thumbs up, like it, and leave me a comment at the very end of the video. Let's go see what my future has in store. So if you've been following my channel, you know that in Ontario, Canada, we have gone into lockdown yet again for the next month or so. And before we went into lockdown, I had only purchased a couple of things for this tablescape. And what's good about that is it forced me to be creative and to use things I already have. So I started with, believe it or not, these two candlesticks. One is the moon, one is the sun. Now I almost sent those to Goodwill about a year ago. And then I thought, you know what? I may need those someday. And so I just put them back in my stash, and it's a good thing that I did, because here's the sun and here's the moon. And of course, the center of it all is the earth. And look at this globe. It's not fuchsia, but it's pink with my golds. Isn't it pretty? I just think it is so pretty. I have added in some of these really pretty, look at these stars. I just painted them. I just happen to have stuff like this in my stash. So I thought, let me just paint up a few in fuchsia, add a few little gold stars, and you know what? That just adds another little pretty touch. And then I have to have you zoom in and take a look at these glorious little stars right here. Because these stars, yes, they're white with some gold, are handmade stars that a student of mine more than 20 years ago made for me. So she was a student who had emigrated to Canada from China and who really struggled learning English. And I spent a lot of time with her, especially in my grade 13 class, and she was off to university. And when the whole thing was over, she came to me and she had made me these beautiful stars. Well, you know what? They hold a wonderful place in my heart because they were a handmade gift from a wonderful student. So isn't it wonderful how the past comes to the present and now into the future as well. So for the rest of the centerpiece, believe it or not, this piece of gold runner here is actually a type of MAC tack that I, obviously didn't take the sticky stuff off, but I thought for this tablescape, it would be perfect. And then I used my milk glass white vases and added in some beautiful fuchsia roses and a little bit of white flowers as well, and then some gold picks to sort of pull everything together. And then at the center of it all, again, I have a white star. Isn't that so pretty? And then these little fuchsia pieces right in here, aren't they just adorable? I'm saying those are little meteors that have fallen from the sky and landed in with the stars and landed in with my little fuchsia hearts, because what the world needs now is love, sweet love. Now for my tablescape, I thought I only had 3 of these star plates. So I thought I'm going to mix and match, and you'll notice I've only set this for 4 people. I thought I would sit at one. Obviously, Marilyn would sit at another spot. Shuli would sit at another spot, and I would save the 4th spot for one of my viewers, because at some time in the future, oh yes, I'm going to know how to cook. Actually, Paulette, would you like to join us? Would you like to taste what I might cook in the future? Because you know what? I follow everything Paulette, and that woman can cook, and I've learned more from her in the past year than I have, I think, from anyone else. So you might want to check out her channel too. So let's take a look at this tablescape. So what I've done is I have started with this really pretty fuchsia tablecloth. On top of that, I've added in this gorgeous gold placemat, added in a mirrored charger, layered it with a glass charger with beads, then put down a dinner plate. Look at how pretty all of that just looks, just even that. Then added a star plate for my salad plate, and because I wanted, to show off the flowers a little bit more, look at these gorgeous roses from Michaels. Now these are actually purchased for something else that I'm going to do actually in my kitchen window for summer, but I just thought they'd be perfect for this tablescape, and then I just thrown in a little pick as well. Just a pretty little look to add to the center of the table. And then when I take a look at these 2 places right here, because I didn't have 4 or 5 or 6 of these stars, I've just kept these 2 a little simpler with just regular plates that I use all of the time, and popped in some fuchsia in a flower, and again this for a little bit of contrast. So this has more of the rosier pinks in it. When I was looking for napkins, I could have kept it. I actually don't have any fuchsia napkins. So I went digging in my paper stash, and look at how pretty those are. Fits into what the world needs now is love, sweet love, and there's fuchsia in them. And I think it really fits with the theme of this tablescape. And again, once of course, I have to have pink glasses because that fits the theme well as well. And of course, I always have knife rests, and I always have place card holders, and I've decided to keep my flatware simpler with just a little silver and gold. So I really hope that you have enjoyed taking a look at this futuristic fuchsia tablescape. Yes, I only set it for 4 people. Normally I set it for 6 or for 8, but I only had 4 of the glass beaded chargers, and I really wanted to use those. And I thought, for something like this, let's do a nod to my past, where it was just Harold and me and the girls, and a nod to the present, which of course is Shuli and Marilyn, and a nod to the future, when I hope that we will all be able to live together in a peaceful, pandemic-free world. So don't forget to leave me a comment, and most importantly, don't forget to go to the playlist, which is listed in my description box below, because you're going to see other creators do all sorts of fun takes on futuristic fuchsia.
I know, Marilyn, you really made me think, and at the end of the day, there's nothing that I enjoy more than when another creator pushes me to think beyond what I might normally do. I know when I started this tablescape, Harold was quite intrigued, and then when it was all over, he said, I really like that. So I hope you do too. So Harold and I are going to be taking the next couple of weeks off. We've got some things we want to do around the yard and some other things we need to take care of. So we're just going to take a bit of a hiatus for 2 weeks. My plan is to be back on April the 30th. And so until then, stay healthy, stay well, stay COVID free, and we will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
As you take a look at the satellite view of this pretty tablescape, I hope you get a kick out of looking at it from what I call outer space, or is it inner space? Once again, don't forget to check out that playlist because I know you're going to love everything that you see. Also, don't forget to check me out on Instagram. I'm trying to build my followers there as well. I hope you have a pretty inspired day full of love and laughter.